Okay, let's talk about this guy a little bit. Let's talk about him a little bit. I don't think, I generally don't think. Let me, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong in here. The three teams that came up this season from the championship are Sunderland. Uh, who else came in? Leeds, and who else? One more team: Sunderland, Leeds, Burnley. Sunderland, Leeds, and Burnley. Them three came from the championship this season. He didn't get a single win against Leeds. He drew against Burnley and Sunderland at home. Funny enough, he beat them away. He beat both Sunderland and Burnley away, drew to them at home. Burnley and Sunderland at Anfield. I don't think, because the worst error I've seen in Liverpool is Roy Hodgson. I don't even think Roy Hodgson did this bad, dropping 4 points. No, Leeds. Oh my god. So Leeds, he dropped 4 points against Leeds and 4 points against Burnley and Sunderland. I don't think a manager in Liverpool history has dropped 8 points against the three teams that just came up from the championship. I don't think there's any manager in Liverpool history. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I generally do not think there's a manager lost 8 points to the teams that just came from the championship. I don't think he exists. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. And this is my calculations that no one cares. No one gives a flying F about. But this is what I came up with. This is the conclusion I came up with yesterday after the Salah bomber. Genuinely deep down, I don't think Salah's that type of guy. You know what? Nah, this is not for me. I wanna leave. Because if you know Salah is them type of guys who said, I have a bad season. Well, I'm having a bad season so far, yes. I have got one more year in my contract. In that year, I'm going to prove everyone that it was only a blip last season and I'm back to my best this season. Salah is definitely 1000% one of them type of players. I generally do not think he will just decide, you know what, I'm not having the best of seasons here. I've got one more year in my contract. I want to leave. Salah is not them type of players, I promise you. So, what happened was, this is my conclusion. Again, take it with a grain of salt if you want. This is my conclusion. The club told him, we are not getting rid of Slot. Or Slot is not leaving next season. So he's staying next season pretty much. What's left of this season and next season, he's staying. So Salah said, no point in me staying with this guy if he's going to stay here next season in my last year in my contract. I'm going to go. I genuinely think that's exactly what happened. How you having a guy dropped 8 points against the three team that got promoted from the championship? 8 points. Keeping him at his job. Lost against United, lost against PSV, lost against Crystal Palace, lost against who did we lose to? City. Is it 4 times so far this season? I might be forgetting one more. Lost 4 games in one season at Anfield. 4 times. 4 times at Anfield. One season. I might be wrong again. Correct me if I'm wrong. Club hasn't lost at Anfield more than 3 times in his for the 9 years he was here. 9 times. I don't think he lost more than 3 times at Anfield. For the 9 years he was in, by the way, not 3 times a season. 3 times, more than 3 times for this period he was at Liverpool. For the 9 years he was in Liverpool. 3 years. And this guy lost 5 times with the Forest loss last season, because we did lose to Forest at home. I was at that game 5 times at Anfield so far, by the way, in space of what, a year and a half ish. 5 times at Anfield. Anfield lost its aura. Anfield lost its fairness. Anfield lost everything, man, because of him. Because of this guy, Anfield lost everything. And it will be a very long time for Anfield to get back to where it was. Or you get rid of him, you get a manager that understands Liverpool, that is Liverpool, and you will see Anfield back at its best. Instantly. But with him, forget about it. Forget it. Not gonna happen, man. I thought, genuinely, if you remember, I might have done a video, I might haven't, I might not, sorry, but I'll tell you here. Remember last season, the first game against Ipswich away? It was not the very best half from Gerald Konza, if you remember. So he took him off and brought Ibrahima Konate in his position. After the game was done, he gone to the press conference and to the interviews they usually do, managers do after the game, and he absolutely obliterated Jarell Konza. Obliterated him to the media. Same season, he obliterated Dominic Szoboszlai to the media again, saying he doesn't score, he needs to do more, and all that stuff. Forward to this season, how many players he's done it to? How many players he's done it to? All of these players are wrong, but you're the one that's right. You are the one that's right. I'm not gonna say I know better than him, managing Liverpool. I'm not gonna say, put me in his position, I probably can win Champions League with Liverpool. Can never do that. I'm not qualified enough to do such thing. In fact, I probably can do better than him. I did say, you know what? Chest out, I am better than him. How about that? I am better than him. If you give me them Liverpool players with the injuries we have, I will win you something. I will win you something instead of him. He's got Dominic Szoboszlai, which arguably, there's an argument there, he's Premier League player of the season so far. There's an argument there. You go and put your best player in the team in a place where he's not supposed to be playing. Yet you have 2 players that can play in that position, but you rather Dominic Szoboszlai to play in that position. Make it make sense to me. You have an 17, 18, maybe 19-year-old kid who is a wonder kid, can play really, really good in that left wing, but you decide to put number 18 instead, which is not even arguably, he's the worst player of the season so far for Liverpool. You decide to play him day in and day out, 90 minutes non-stop, but that kid who can come in from the who actually can start or can come in from the bench, give you something, you don't want to play him. Federico Chiesa, who got called to Italy, I don't know what happened. Within the space of 2 days, he's gone back to Liverpool, saying Italy, they don't want him. If you put all of them together, who is that because of? This guy and this guy only, no one else. No one else. Him and him only. If the club wants to take Liverpool into the abyss with him, go on, do it. Go on, do it. The team, the fans will be there. The fans will always be there, regardless if we're up or down. We will be there regardless. But we will not watch you get this club into the abyss. We will not allow to do that. Oh, Liverpool are not the sacking club. Oh, Liverpool this, not. Oh, Liverpool not that. Start sacking. There's always a start to something. There's always a start. They might not be a finish, but there's always a start. Start sacking. How about that? You sacked Brendan Rodgers before Klopp came in. Why can't he do the same with him? Oh, but he won a Premier League. Who gives a bollocks? Who cares, bro? Roberto Di Matteo won Champions League with Chelsea. Where is he now? Where is he? Where is he? It don't matter, bro. It really don't matter. It doesn't matter. Sack him. Put me into to the end of the season. And then get Xabi Alonso after. Take care and peace out, people. Absolute piss take.